We have 73 books in the Bible, 73 books. So if you look at most translations nowadays, or at least English translations, like New King James Version, New International Version, for example, they have how many books? 66, right? Not 73, because the Old Testament has 39 only instead of 46. And it's not that we added books, it's actually that it had always been 73, and the first time they were ever taken out was by the first Protestant reformer, Martin Luther, when he was translating into the German vernacular. He's the one that was the first one. He included them in his Bible, but as an appendix, not as inspired. He read them, he actually liked them, but he didn't include them as canonical. And the reason he did that is because he wasn't using what the whole church had been using up until Martin Luther for 1,500 years, which is the Greek translation of the Old Testament that was written 200 years before Christ. It was translated even before Christ was born. It's a very old translation. The apostles themselves, when they were writing the New Testament and they wanted to quote the Old Testament, they were using the Septuagint. The church fathers used the Septuagint. So this is what the church, and even till now, that's why the Psalms are numbered a little differently. Like Psalm 50 can be Psalm 51 in New King James Version, but for us it's Psalm 50, because it's a different translation. Martin Luther, he used the Hebrew, not the Greek, the Hebrew Masoretic, which had only been done 500 years before him, 1000 AD, 1,000 years after Christ. So it was a very recent work that was done by a group of Jewish people called the Masoretes. So anyway, they didn't include those books, so Martin Luther didn't include those books. So we didn't add any books. It was simply that Martin Luther removed those books. They had always been in the Christian church.